Hey guys, we've got this 2019 MacBook i7 32GB RAM, 1TB hard drive. It's been running for ages now, non-stop, and it's thermal throttling really bad, going down to like 20%, using like 30-40% CPU utilization, or just the load is so low, but the fans are running at max power or max RPMs. Let's have a look at the stats actually.
So check this out. So if you look, my fans are at max, more or less, both left side and right side fan on this MacBook. And if you look at my CPU utilization, I'm 85% idle, and the system is already starting to thermal throttle. So you can see it's saying, look, 80%, and it was pretty low, look, 73%, and it actually goes down to 20%. Sometimes it will thermal throttle, meaning it will stop maximum CPU utilization to try and help it cool down. If you look on the right side, my cores are already close to 80 to 90%, and that will fluctuate up and down even though I'm more or less idle in terms of CPU. So the things are overheating without even actually being pushed fully, and that's the problem that I've got. So it's excessively high in terms of temperature cores, like on my newer MacBooks, and even the one that I've recently serviced on idle is running at around 50 to 60 degrees. Not 75 to 85 to 90 degrees, and the fans are running at like 1800 RPMs, not 5900 RPMs, which is the max. If you look at this side, this is the max that the system can take, and I'm only 85% idle on CPU load. Look at the CPU load, it's ridiculously low. But why is this system running so hot? And then anything beyond that, you can see thermal throttling starts to kick in. Look, it went down to 60%. I mean, when I do anything more than that, 50, look, you can see 55% CPU limitation. So because of the heat, the system is reducing the capacity of the usage of the CPU to 55% to help it cool down, to rather than it to overheat. So we definitely need to do some work here. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip this down. We're going to remove the heat sinks, we're going to redo the thermal paste, we're going to clean out the fans and stuff. So let's get that going, and then we'll come back and look at these stats and see how they look afterwards.
So I've turned it upside down. We're going to actually take out these screws. They are T3s, I think, that come with this, and they actually came with a little kit. We're also going to swap the battery out while we're at it, but you can see the little screwdrivers here. So we're going to pop these screws out first and then see what it looks like inside. So we've got the screws out, and we just used a couple of clips just right in here, leveraged it out, and as we pop this from the clips, big pile of dust came out on both sides. Now we've got it up, we're just gonna slide the case forward, and then it should just come straight off. So let's do that now. So the case came off, and check this out. Look how bad this is. Look at that. The other MacBook that I just did was much better than this. No wonder the dust is popping out of here, and this thing is thermal throttling like a bad boy. Look at this. Look at how clogged up those fans are and how much dust there is all over the sides. So what we're going to actually do is start stripping this down. Probably going to do a battery change on it as well. Even though the battery's got only like 300 cycles, it's been running really well from a battery perspective. But oh my god, look at this. You can barely see the fan blades. This thing is so dirty. Wow. All right, so we're going to start stripping this down, start taking the screws off. We're going to strip this motherboard out. We're going to have to take the motherboard out because the heatsink is secured on the opposite end, and once we do that, we'll get these fans cleaned out. So that's next. So basically the next step is to disconnect the battery, which is all under here, and take out the trackpad. So this is the trackpad connector right here. These are all the screws for the trackpad, so that all needs to come out, and then we'll start to move the screws for the motherboard. So there's a couple of screws along all the edges, and you can see also that some of these connectors, like these ones, they're actually screwed in with this cover. So there's quite a few. You can see them up here. Remember, this is a 2019 MacBook i7. So all of these need to come out. The connectors need to be disconnected fully, and then we'll get access to this motherboard. And these fans, my god, that is so bad. Then we'll give this a good clean. So we've done all the clips that are covering these, so we can just pop these out like this, like that. So we're going to go around. We've also had to remove the brackets holding this, because there's a clip here that we're just going to pop out like that, so that's on the motherboard, so we need to release that. These should be okay for now. So all the clips are out. Now we're going to start removing the motherboard screws. So you can see these ones here. Once we've popped out all of these, you can see. So that one needs to come out. This one needs to come out. That's for the trackpad. A couple more here and there. You can see this one up here, and that one up there. Got those out. Then the fans are connected right here, you can see, and then you've got the Wi-Fi. All of these just need to be popped out, and you should be okay. And again, you can see there's one here too. Let's pop this out now. The covers are off, and there's a little tiny one just there, and that is for the touch, the fingerprint sensor. So that needs to come out too. So just get all those little clips out. Make sure the fans are disconnected, so you can just see this little tab. You see that? We'll just release the clip and pull the fan out, pull the fan cable out, and the same is connected somewhere on the board. We'll find it in a second, but there you go. So we're going to start removing the board screws. These ones, the black ones, like that and that, all the way around the fans and around the edges of the board, like that, and there and there. So let's get that done. Alright, so we've got the motherboard screws out. We have unscrewed the trackpad, and basically you just lift this out and unthread it through, and it should just pop out the other end, and that should be that. So let's quickly do that now. So you see, as I lift this out, the trackpad's kind of just popped out, and you got to be careful with the trackpad because it has its brackets and washers that you don't want to lose. So you can see there's that little bracket there, or a washer, and then there's that washer just landing on the table. There'll be washers all across here, so you can see them starting to come out. Don't lose them, otherwise you'll probably lose the clickability of your trackpad. So put that to the side. The reason we've taken it out is super dusty. We're going to give it a clean and then put everything back in nicely afterwards, once we've swapped the batteries out on the MacBook and given it a good clean, done the heatsink and the thermal paste on it. So you can see this is the battery cable and so on, and this little piece of this circuit board is actually part of the battery, but we need to actually disconnect it. So if we just lift this cover over like this, and what we do is we're going to pop this up like that. You see this latch has now come up, and then we should just be able to pull this out. Like that, and then the same on this end. So we're just going to peel this back a bit, and then you just basically lift out this clip so it's open, and we should just be able to pop this cable out. There we go. So we'll just put that to the side for now. And then these screws need to come out because they're attached to the motherboard and then screwed into the battery itself. So those need to come out. It should be straightforward. And then we'll leave the battery in for now while we do the board, because the new battery is on its way. And those are the key things. The speakers still need to come out, so you can have a look here. This is the speaker cable right here. So we're going to pop this out on both ends. You can see that one right there as well. Pop that out. I think everything else is more or less out on this end. Speakers, we've not done the aerials, so let's do that. These are the Wi-Fi aerials and so on, so we're just going to pop these out nice and easy without damaging them. It should just pop out like that. Again, it's not that complicated. So that's done. We've got some covers on there, and then there's this, which is done. So that's the fan cover right here. So we've already disconnected that right there, and you can see how hairy this thing is. It's pretty bad. I've not seen the fan connector for this yet. It's going to be there, so just keep an eye out for it. It must be connected in somewhere, but I don't see it just yet. So just keep an eye out for that. Remember, this is 2019 i7 15-inch MacBook Pro. Been running solid for years, but it's just got to the point where it's too slow, too much thermal throttling going on, and you can see why when you look at the hairiness we're dealing with. So we obviously got the board loose, and you need to get that board loose to change the battery anyway, because you see this chip or this circuit board here, it sits under the motherboard, so even to get the battery out you would have to lift this board up. We've managed to lift it up, and if we just pull it out now gently, just watch all the cables, make sure you've got everything disconnected. If it doesn't come out easily, then just check that everything's disconnected properly. There you go, and you can see now this fan is actually connected down here. We'll remove the fans in a bit, but if we flip the board over, you can see the heat sinks are connected via these little strips, so they would have to come off to remove the actual heatsink over. So we're going to get all this off, but we need to take out those brackets to holding the heatsink to the CPU and the GPU right here. So let's get that done. So the heatsink brackets are out, and you can see them on the table right there. And now the heatsink should just come off the CPUs gently. There you go. Put it down. You can see the thermal paste plus the thermal paste. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean all this up with some alcohol and the CPU itself. And once that's done, we will reapply some new thermal paste, spread it out over the top of this contact area, and then replace that heatsink back again with those brackets. So that's next. So you can see we've cleaned up the heatsink. Needs a bit more of a clean right here. CPUs are looking alright, probably just a little bit more there just to wipe that down, and then it's time to apply the paste. So we've got some thermal paste. We used it on other MacBooks, it works absolutely fine. What we're going to do is just put a little bit on here and then just spread it out over that chip, at the top of that chip, and the same there, so the contact point against the heatsink is going to be nice and firm, and you can actually see the marks from the heatsink from before, and that's probably browned out. It's probably a little bit overheating on that side. And this is the GPU end. So it looks like this is the GPU, the AMD. You can just see it there upside down, and then this is the CPU. So the CPU is being heavily utilized as well as the GPU. You can see that difference. So we're going to thermal paste this and then just spread it out gently over each of those silver areas on both sides, and then we're good to apply the heatsink back. Alright, so you can see I've actually got thermal paste and I've just spread it out using this little nice and clean. Well, we'll just clean it up. So make sure it covers it evenly. So we'll just clean up with a little bit of tissue. Like that, and the same with the GPU and the CPU. And then all we're going to do is we're basically going to reposition the heatsink back, so it will go like this on this board. So if you look right here, we're just going to drop it back in, and you see these holes, they'll pop into these. So just line it up and then just gradually just position it back. Hold on, let me just get this in a better place, because this is not the right way to do it. Once you do that, just hold it and then flip it over, because now you need to replace the brackets slowly. So we're going to just start to do that. Put that right here, and you can see the screws for the heatsink have come through, so that's good. And then we'll just get the brackets again, these ones. So there's 4. Start to screw them in gradually, do them in sets. So do that screw, a little bit at a time. Don't tighten one all the way until you gradually do each screw at a time until you get there. Okay, so now we've got the heatsink back on, new thermal paste, but you can see this is pretty bad, so we need to get this all cleaned out. You can see, look, there's dust everywhere, and obviously the fans need to get cleaned out, so we're going to give this a nice clean. If you look down on this side as well, there's just literally dust flying everywhere, which is why this thing has been badly overheating. And you can see, look, the vents, there's little vents just here as well, they're all clogged up. So we're going to get a little cloth, wipe this all down, get this dust out the way, and then with the fans what we're going to do is we can either take them out completely and then open them from the other end, or we can just start to pick out all the fluff, and you can see there's a lot. And the blades, and because these are all clogged up, the dust has been going across the whole system inside it basically, and that's why you can see, I mean, this is going to take a long time, and we've got to do both fans as well. So if you look at the other fan here, it's going to take a while to clear out. So we're going to start picking out all the dust and then probably blow some air through it and then use the brush to clean it out. So let's do that next, and then we'll come back. Okay, you can see we've got most of the fans cleared up now, more or less. So that should be spinning quite well, and we have collected all the dirt in the middle, so we're going to chuck that out. And then the next thing to do is we'll put this all back together with the new upgraded heatsink. So you can see that there, with a newly thermal pasted heatsink. We'll put this back together. We will do a battery change, but we'll do that in a separate video anyway. But that's it. All we're going to do is put this back together, make sure everything is connected, all these little connectors for the touchpad, the USB ports here on the right and the left. Remember, it's got the USB-C ports, 2 on each side, so that's those. These Wi-Fi aerials need to get back plugged in back up here, and the speakers will go back in here. The speakers are back in here, and so on and so on. So then that's it really. Thanks for watching. Sub the channel. We're going to put this back together simply in reverse, and we should be good to go. Okay, so our MacBook is back up and running, and if you have a look, all the fans are working absolutely fine. Nice and clean, new thermal paste, brand new battery, and this is going to be good to go. This is a 32 gig i7 2020 or 2019, I guess. I'm just going to put the lid back on it and then run some tests. We should be good. Thanks for watching. Sub the channel. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.